White Sox taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. The cameras are out for this one, partner. Home openers are unique and always bring a special type of energy to the ballpark.
Boog, today is a celebration. It is the beginning of a new year, and there's no other game like this one on the schedule. It's the first time playing inside your home stadium with your brand new teammates, and you know the fans are going to bring the energy. The excitement is already building in here.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. Today's starting pitcher, John Means. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all four of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with three if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
And there's a foul ball. Drilled out towards left center field, way back there, and it's off the out-of-town scoreboard, and that's a leadoff double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
The lefty, the 1-0. Left field, Kwan. He makes the grab, one away.
Batting third, right fielder.
Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. Singing this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Well, to me, Boog, it shows the manager's trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
Jokes. The runner at second with one away. Swing and a foul out of play. Here's a rocket out to left. Can't get there, base hit. And now it's runners at first and second.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Luis Robert now. Check swing, called strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Puts it away for the out. Throw not in time at second to double him off. Great hustle to get back.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Fastball for a strike. First and second, two down. Here in game one of this three-game set. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that's the third out. Two left on. And now the Guardians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. And we're back. Our starting pitcher in this one, Martin Perez.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses across
Got
to
him,
first. One gone, bottom half of the first. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Jose Ramirez.
Boogie had over 100 RBIs last year, and that's just a huge year. You've got to have men on base, but you've also got to be able to come through in the clutch, and that's exactly what he did. See if he can back that up in this season.
Lane Thomas, the next to hit, takes outside. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still
Swung on, belted. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
well done, drives in the run. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
So up next, John Kenzie Noel, and Cleveland on top 1-0. Hard hit, right side. Gets it to first. Out. That's the second out.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Here's the veteran first baseman, Carlos Santana.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Runner from third comes across. Throw to second. Not in time. He's there easily.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So runner at second, 2 down. David Fry digs in for the Guardians. Finished the weekend series going 2 for 5 on Sunday. Ground ball left side and foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Now 1-1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. On the ground, right side, Sosa. They get the force, inning over, and it could have been worse. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. It's the Guardians 2 and the White Sox. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Andrew Vaughn now. And that one fouled off.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Check swing, called strike. Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Sends it to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Michael A. Taylor.
Michael A. Taylor now at the plate. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Naylor moving under this one. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Brian Ramos will hit next.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
2 outs. And a foul ball. And they'll do it again.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
In the dirt, and the count's even at 2. 2 out, space is empty. Well struck, right field. That one back. It has the distance, gone. That one felt good. His first homer of the year. It's 2-1.
The wind didn't hurt the chances of that ball getting out of here, that's for sure. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Corey Lee stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Right back to him on the mound. Fires over to first. That's the 3rd out. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Welcome back to Cleveland. Singing, these Guardians fans are excited for another season, and especially after watching their team reach the ALCS last year.
Yeah, Boog, and it wasn't a fluke. I mean, they won the American League Central and eliminated Detroit in the ALDS before losing to the Yankees.
And Jose Ramirez had another great season.
And nearly joined the 40-40 club, but finished with 39 home runs. So close. What a player. Well, not only can Perez pitch, but he can also sing. Remember, he performed the national anthem for Team Venezuela leading up to the World Baseball Classic? If you watch that video, you'll see how much that moment meant to him.
On a line, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
Bo Naylor now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Arias gets his lead at first with nobody out. Perez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a 4-seamer. And there's a ball. Got him. And now 1 away.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Kwan takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time. Man at first, 1 away. Out to short. Nice stop from his backside. There's 1 to first. Not in time. Great effort there.
What an acrobatic play right there. Knocks it down, throws from the seat of his pants, and just looks like he's playing in the backyard. He makes it look really easy.
Here's Lane Thomas. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And there's the strike. And that one hammered. That's back there. And it's caught just in front of the wall. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Guardians 2 and the White Sox 1. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Means back to work. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Jokes, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And another ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 3. And there's the automatic. Back to the mound, he's got it. In plenty of time. The first leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Now batting number 83.
And now the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. Fly to left his first time. The shortstop takes the ball. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hard hit left side. Whips it across.
He's out.
2 up, 2 down. Here's Mike Tauchman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. Foul ball there.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Out to short. Throw on to Santana. Tauchman is gone. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the White Sox. And our score remains 2-1. Back now at Progressive Field as we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's Jose Ramirez.
Lots of players perform better at home, and this batter is no exception. Might be the crowd or the familiar surroundings, but he's typically better in this environment.
Swinging a foul straight back. That one misses, and that's ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Hit hard on the ground to short. Handles, throws to first, and Ramirez is set down.
Up next for the Guardians, right fielder, John.
Now it's the right fielder, John Kenzie Noel. Grounded out his first time. On the ground to short. Sends it across to first. And a couple of quick outs. 2 down, base is empty. And up next for Cleveland, Carlos Santana. Doubled his first time. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. And he held up. Inside, almost got him.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And it's fouled away. And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Guardians fail to score. They lead it 2-1. Here in Cleveland, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Luis Robert Jr.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move. You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
There's a swing and a miss.
1-2. Ball.
That one missing inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Nice grab. And he gets him. Nicely done. And next to hit for the Sox, Lenny Sosa. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
White Sox down a run. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Gets a piece and stays alive. And there's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
1 gone, runner at first. Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's 0 for 1. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. Next offering misses down and away. White Sox down a run. And now 2 balls and a strike.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
In the dirt, but kept close. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Maybe a 2-ball. 5. Boots it. Still able to fire over. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Michael A. Taylor steps to the plate for the White Sox. First time up was a pop out. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Sosa stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Ranging back. Long gone. And they jump ahead in the 4th. It's 3-2.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's the third baseman, Brian Ramos. 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
Inside.
Up the middle, it's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Now he turns and heads for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. That's out number 3. Back here in Cleveland, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, David Fry. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Daniel Schneemann digs in now. Double play ball to second. Off balance feet, there's 1. And that's all they'll get.
Now batting, shortstop.
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. And he's already singled in this game. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, right
No
now this
ball.
battery is
1 strike.
seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
That misses. Ball 1.
Man, oh man,
1 ball,
I don't know how
2
you
strikes.
take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. And next is the Guardians catcher, Bo Naylor. And that one pulled foul.
Ball.
No, he's
1
really
more.
working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one ripped. Into the dive, and he got it.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off
a
for the
pitcher's
White
duel
Sox.
so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And that's in for a strike.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out,
1
and they're
ball,
averaging
1
more
strike.
than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So now back to the top of the order.
Up next for
So the batting
Chicago.
order turns
Left
over.
fielder, Corey
Digging in,
Jolks.
Corey Jolks. 1 for 2. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move.
Now pitching.
So they turn things over to the righty, Paul Sewald.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
There's the strike. Roll to short, could be two. Off balance feed, there's one. Out of Santana, two.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. Ripped to short. Zips it across. And that is the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the White Sox 3 and the Guardians 2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. Dives and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there in time. He keeps his composure and they get the out.
Great job by the second baseman right there. Quick reaction to dive, knock that ball down, and big leaguers just don't panic, not the good ones. He gets up, makes the play, really good throw over to first base. That's the kind of composure that you want to see from a guy in that position.
Lane Thomas digs in for the Guardians. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Ramirez in the box, lays off for ball one. Thomas leads off first with one away. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Jhonkensy Noel digs in for the Guardians. That one way outside. 1-0. Runners at first and second with one gone. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. And it's just foul. That was close.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with two strikes out of the zone.
Next offering way off the plate. Hard ground ball for a base stop. Coming home. Here comes the throw. But it's offline. He will score. Back even. It's 3-3.
That's three singles in a row. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And here's a slow roller. Montgomery. He is safe. Comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Martin Perez done for the afternoon, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
The White Sox going with a new arm, number 64.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
And here is David Fry. Yeah, that's fouled off. Glove side, but it gets through. Runner from third in to score. It's 4-3. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only one gone.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
So bases loaded with one away. Now it's the second baseman, Daniel Schneemann. Golden opportunity right here. Base hit, one run in already. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only one away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. That one
1-0.
missed.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Santana on third. Fry at second. Schneemann over at first with one away. And that one fouled off. Off the mark there. 2 balls and a strike.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Ball 3.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
Really got himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
And that one almost hit him.
1 ball, no strikes.
That one fouled off. 1 out, bases full. And that is out of play. That one blasted deep to right. Way back there. Out of here. And that's a grand slam. They must be going crazy in the dugout. 3rd home run of the season. It's 10-3.
They put a good swing on it, but the box score might want to credit the win for that home run. Well, he comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you also got to give some credit to the guys ahead of him. Good at bats to get on base and really set the table for a very special moment in this one.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Number 64 is done, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Jake Eater gets the ball now.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep this score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now it's going to be Stephen Kwan. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Lane Thomas getting ready to hit. First
Ball
pitch
one.
doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1-1.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The relay throw, and it's a double, making him 3 for 4 on the day.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So digging in, Jose Ramirez. On the corner at the knees for a strike. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And ball 1. And
Ball
there's
2.
a ball. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one's back. Gone. So he blasts one out the other way. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 12-3.
There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jhonkensy Noel. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that
0-2.
fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Oh, he hit him.
Time. That hit him.
And that got him
First
pretty
base.
flush. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Now that is
Carlos Santana now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it
Ball
deep
1.
into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and he reaches safely.
Now that is
So bases all loaded up. And the batter down, Daniel Schneemann. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. An offensive explosion this inning. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. 1 run is in. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jake Eder departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher for the White Sox, Cam Boozer. He's pitching on 2 days rest. And up next for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. Right through there for a strike. He swings and fouls one off. Two on, two outs.
Ball one. One ball, two strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives, but he kicks off his glove to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. So they're all loaded up. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. He's already homered here in this one. Swings and misses at the sweeper.
No balls, one strike.
Strike two. I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And delivers outside. To third. That one ends the onslaught and the inning. But two round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. 5 innings complete. It's Major League Baseball on the show. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
See, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels, and I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
Next pitch misses outside. And the count 1-2. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all. And everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that one is inside. That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
There's a strike.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now Stephen Kwan. Boozer back to work. Chop to first. And a foul ball. All right, Siggy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. And now the center fielder, Lane Thomas. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. Kwan aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Jose Ramirez, the next to hit.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one is back. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Throw is cut off, goes to first. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We're through 6 full. Cleveland. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Kane Smith.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up the middle, Arias. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single. And it looks like they might end up challenging this one. Very close play, and we will take another look as well.
I couldn't tell in live action, that's for sure. And, you know, the umpire is so much closer to the play, and he thought he beat the throw, so we'll see.
Well, they are going to challenge the call, and so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Another look at it. Singer, are you seeing enough to change the call?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, it's close, but I think after looking at it a few times, we can see that this guy's probably out, and could be a good use of the challenge right here.
Looks like we've got an answer, and he's out. They took a chance with the challenge, and it paid off for him. 1 out, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor. He's already homered in this game. Misses inside, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no
The
strike.
Guardians up big in this one. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Right through there for a strike. Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
That was pretty nasty.
You know, splitters aren't thrown by a ton of pitchers, and one of the main reasons is that they're difficult to control. And not many guys can spot them consistently where they want to, but he's one of those exceptions. He's found a way to corral a split, and he can place it on a dime just like he did right there.
Outside low. Now 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
And that one in the air center field. Thomas gets under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Right fielder.
Out to short, Montgomery. Slings to first, one up, one down.
Up next for the Guardians, first baseman.
So up next, Carlos Santana.
No matter what, you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
And first offering is fouled off.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
And it's 1-1.
1-1.
Tap foul at the plate. Got Got him looking as the fastball runs back over the inside corner. Didn't agree with the call at the plate right there.
Now, Boog, in a game like this, that's just too close to take. It's a blowout game. Guys have been out here for a while. Umpires saying, hey, let's go. Cut it loose. Swing the bat.
And now, David Fry. Pop foul out of play off to the right. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that one sliced foul. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
That misses the zone. 1-2 to count. That one
2-2.
almost got him. Got him looking. 3 up, 3 down, inning over.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back, and a new
Guardians.
arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tim Herron.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And that one is downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Well, it's just a great job of playing catch with the catcher. Exactly where the catcher set up is where he threw that pitch, and probably fooled the umpire a little bit because there was no budge at all.
And now here is Corey Julks. Just missed. Herron is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
That just misses. And that's ball 2. He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. That pitch just misses the inside corner, and the count's full. Swing and a ball popped up. Schneemann sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
Montgomery, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
Two outs. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Second baseman, Daniel Schneemann.
Line to left. Julks pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. Now here is Gabriel Arias. puts it in the air out towards left center. Taylor sizing this one up. Makes the catch for the out. And there are 2 down. So in now for Cleveland, Bo Naylor.
Bo Naylor.
And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Next pitch is outside. And that just misses.
2-2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on, and that skips in the dirt. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back now at Progressive Field. And now the right fielder, Mike Tauchman. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Aaron, a 6'6" southpaw. He throws a slurve, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a sinker. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
So they're down to their final out. Lenny Sosa will hit next. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Comebacker to the mound. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Guardians take this one in a blowout.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
14-3 the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.